past year, and then some, has been a whirlwind for everyone. A lot of unsteadiness and change, a lot of things to lament over. But as best we could, we tried to live through these moments, and I want to give you an update on where I am. Some of you are my prayer partners as I pursue the ordination process in the Free Methodist Church. Others are loosely aware that I am somewhere in the South furthering my education, whatever that means. My goal here is to give you an update on my life, talk about how you can continue to pray, support, and understand my journey, and to test out this 10-foot mic cord that I bought on Amazon because I thought it would be fun. Shout out to my dad for letting me borrow and take this from his closet, whether or not he knew that I did. So yes, in 2019 and 2020, I graduated from Spring Arbor University. I opened up about my sexuality and faith. I started the ordination process for the Free Methodist Church, and I started attending Asbury Theological Seminary. How's that going for you, Elijah? It's going. First things first, COVID messed with my graduation, but that did not mean I couldn't celebrate. I will miss the people of SAU. I think the school was a helpful, formative experience that helped me continue to expand my mind, but I was ready to move on. Speaking of COVID, this directly affected my ability to pursue ordination. See, in the Free Methodist Church, you have to have an overseeing pastor who kind of walks alongside you through the process, both mentoring and recommending you forward. My pastor, the Venerable Derek Heumann, is awesome and definitely a friend. But we've never met in person, and yet we have been in discipleship groups, in Zooms, and services, and group chats with each other, such that I owe many aspects of my spiritual journey in this season to his guidance. Short blurb on Free Methodism. We're like the United Methodists, but better, and a much smaller denomination. Think evangelical in nature, concerned with proclaiming the gospel, and also committed to justice through communal collaboration in the world. You know me, being a part of a denomination that seeks to share the gospel while also proclaiming justice for the marginalized is kind of incredible. Of the more noticeable differences you might be interested in, they are Arminian, which means no Calvinism or tulip for me, even as a Dutch boy. Wild. They ordain women, and they are open to charismatic understandings of the Holy Spirit. I am excited to minister with them, but does that mean I want to be a lead pastor? No, probably not. I feel called to ministry, and I hope that in the Free Methodist Church I can walk alongside churches, parachurch ministries, or the denomination as a whole as we talk through some of the more difficult cultural conversations right now, especially related to ministering towards and with sexual minorities within and outside of the church. I'll update you on what happens with that. This summer, I will have the opportunity to intern on location at Evergreen Church in Ann Arbor, which is kind of a system of house churches. There, I will work where I am needed and hopefully continue to be equipped in my ability to share the gospel and build spiritual community. So that brings me to furthering my education at Asbury Theological Seminary in Wilmore, Kentucky. Kentucky is fine barring the fact that campus closed down for 2 weeks because of the possibility of snow, and Mitch, what's going on with your hands, McConnell? More seriously, Wilmore has been tough. I stumbled into a lot of incredible community the last few years who walked with me while I really figured myself out. So I guess I will first describe the less positive whiplash I experienced moving in. I care a lot about justice and usually end up on the leftist snowflake side of politics. I'm pursuing celibacy, but I promised myself that I wouldn't go back into the closet during seminary. This has all proven very difficult. Few people on campus agree with my political or social justice perspectives. though there are certainly some amazing people here doing the work. As I was delving into the viscerally tangible Black Lives Matter movement by attending protests in Louisville for Breonna Taylor, I was also attending class with students who said we were talking too much about race, and that racism had really ended after the civil rights movement. Many of the things I care about were avoided conversations by people on campus. Sexuality was its own behemoth. It was on everyone's lips at Asbury. Many of the students here are United Methodist and embroiled in the current massive controversy and probable church split over sexual ethics. I appreciate diving into the conversation, especially as I consider my own ministry path, but not in the exhausting ways that it often happened here. I experienced a plethora of frustrating and frankly offensive conversations, remarks, and jokes. I think I really, really struggled to feel like I could ever be a part of this community on campus. I'm still sorting that out a bit. I had a lot of anxiety related to my poor church, peer, and even some faculty experiences in and around campus, which made it difficult to focus well. Even still, though the semester was tough, it wasn't without good. I have enjoyed exploring Kentucky, trying food, and seeing some internet friends in Louisville. And yes, Asbury has certainly had many light moments too. I feel like I really learned a lot, especially through my inductive Bible study and theology of John Wesley courses. I was able to meet some new friends, one of them via a missing a ceiling tile in my room. I really enjoyed getting to know some faculty members, and I have loved chapel here a lot. There's a lot more to learn, and in the tension, I have the opportunity to grow. So this is my update. It isn't everything. If you want to pray for me, pray that God will make my path forward clearer. Where I need to be, what I need to pursue, I'm still figuring that out. Pray that I find peace in my current place and not feel stuck where I am. Pray that I will be able to focus well. And pray that Starbucks might hire me because I am really pining for free coffee right now. That's all. Cheers.